Hello, Stephanie here. Today I'm talking about how to create Facebook ads for yourself or for a client. Go ahead and go to business.facebook.com, get yourself set up if you haven't already. So on the very top left of your screen, click Business Manager, and under Create and Manage, click Ads Manager. And this is by default going to bring you to the campaign section of the Ads Manager. Under the campaign section, just make sure that if you have multiple ad accounts, that you are in the correct ad account. So I'll just click one of these here. That's fine. And once you're in here, when you're in the correct ad account, go ahead and press create. And you have to then specify your marketing objective. So the most common ones that I've seen people work with are going to be traffic, which sends people right to the website or a landing page. Engagement, which is going to get people to actually interact with your post, like, share, comment, that sort of thing. And lead generation. So lead generation allows you to create a form right in your ad that people can fill out with their personal information, whatever you specify, and you'll be able to log into your account and see all your lead forms, and then you can contact the people however makes sense for you. So these seem to be the most popular. Another one that is less commonly used but still helpful is brand awareness. So this brand awareness allows you to just get the word out about about a business or location. It's particularly helpful for local businesses that are trying to get the name of their new business just out into the communities. People just know they exist. But you can also really do that with these ones as well and get leads and more engagement, that sort of thing. So choose your objective. I'll just click traffic. Once you click on one of the objectives, you need to name your campaign. My personal preference is to always include the business name in the campaign name, and all of the ad set names, everything always include the actual business name, so that as you create more and more and you're looking through your campaign list, it's really easy to know who this is for, what you set it up for. So name it there. And then you can typically leave all these as the default, and you can set a budget right here for your entire campaign. So even if you create 15 ads, you can this basically in the main level of your campaign specifies that you only want to spend $100 a day, or you can set a lifetime budget, so $700 for the entire length of your ad campaign. So this obviously depends on what you would like to do. Let's see, let's set it at $10 a day. Okay, and then we're going to press continue. So now you're going to land in the ad section. So we were here in campaign, and now underneath campaign, we have an ad set. At the very top, you do want to name your campaign. People are not going to see this besides yourself, so put a name that makes sense to you. Again, I usually include the business name here so that I can understand what the heck I'm doing later. So name it, scroll down, and go to the audience section. Here you can create a new audience. So this is going to be who actually sees your ad. And you can specify the location. So for local businesses, this is really powerful. What I usually do is I'll put in the address, the actual physical address of the business that I'm working for. And then once you put in the address, you can specify what radius you want around that address. So within 15 miles of this business address, I want my ads to show, because those are the people who are most likely to actually show up at the business and spend money. And then the age is also one of the more important specifications. I work a lot with businesses who work with the senior demographic. And so for me, I'm doing a lot of 55 plus sort of age ranges. But I've worked with other people that are in real estate, for example, and they, of course, aren't trying to target 19-year-olds trying to buy a house. So think about who these ads are for, who's most likely to respond to your ads, and set your age accordingly. For gender, typically leave it as all, but we have found that if you're trying to just simply get more engagement, shares, interactions for your ad, then women are more likely to interact with Facebook posts. So if that's your goal, then click women. Okay, so let's scroll down. Once you've set this all up, if you realize that you're going to be using the same sort of audience over and over again for future ads, it's really helpful if you save the audience. And there's a button right underneath right here. It says Save Audience. And you can name it, so test audience, obviously, and it has the details of the audience here, and you press Save. Once you do that, for future times that you're setting up an ad, you can actually go under Use Saved Audience and click on that, and it'll give you a drop down of all the saved audiences that you have created. So we'll stick with Test Audience. Okay, let's scroll down. Placements, usually you can leave this as the default. Scroll down to Budget and Schedule. This is very important. So you want to specify how much you want to spend. We've already specified that at the campaign level. And so there's going to be, like, if you don't specify at the campaign level, here you can specify for this ad set how much you'd like to spend and when you'd like your ads to appear. So we're good. You can also add spend limits just for this ad set by clicking this button. It's optional, but you can set a daily budget, a minimum and maximum. So anyways, you can fill this out if you'd like. And then once you're ready, you press the Continue button at the bottom. Okay, so now we've gone from campaign, major, like the major overarching, to the ad set. And now we're down to specifically the ad, like the actual ad that people are going to see. So here you can create a new ad or you can use an existing post. Typically, I create a new ad and you want to make sure, again, to name your ad at the very top. This is very helpful for later if you create alternative ads that are based on the same layout, but you have different copies so that you can test and see what's working better, or a different image. So make sure to name your ad so that later you can easily understand what you're dealing with. Okay, identity section. Here is where you're going to click and search for the actual Facebook page that will represent your business in your ads. So you might just have one page connected and then you just have that set. If you have multiple pages in your account, just make sure that you have the correct one selected here. Otherwise, your ad copy isn't going to match what the actual company name that's showing in your ad, and it's just a mess. Okay, in the Instagram account section, you can choose if you've connected an Instagram account to your ads manager. You can select it here so that when your ad shows on Instagram, it's also showing the option for people to click to your Instagram account and follow you and see your Instagram account. If you don't select a page here, it's okay too. You'll also still show on Instagram, but it will just be your ad with the link to your website or whatever you've set as your objective, and it won't allow people to actually click through to your Instagram page and follow and see other posts. So a lot of people don't have a very active Instagram account, so leaving it unselected is the best route for them. Okay, so now we're going on to the format section. This is how you'd like to structure your ad. The carousel is when you have 2 or more videos or pictures, single image or video, obviously, and then collection. Collection allows a bit more of a customizable, nicer looking experience for people. I recommend using a template. If you're new to this and you're creating a collection, templates down here, they've got some preloaded. You can click Use Template and then customize the copy and the pictures, of course, so it makes sense for your business. Okay, so I'm going to stick with single image for now. Once you've clicked that, scroll down, and in the media section, this is where you would add your image or your video that will show up on your ad. As you do so, as you add your media, and as I scroll down and do this link section, you'll see on the right-hand side that your ad will start to auto-populate with all the information and pictures and videos that you've added. That way you get an actual view of what your ad will look like for people seeing your ad. So in this link section, you want to make sure to include the primary text here, talking about your offer, and then the website URL goes here, so whatever you're going to do, and then the headline, buy my product now. So you'll see as I'm writing, the ads populating. This is the page that was selected. It's showing, it will say it's sponsored. This is the primary text, which is specified here. Headline goes here. Make sure it's short enough. And let's see, your call to action, there's a drop down. So this learn more button is the call to action. You can choose to have it say something else that makes the most sense to where you're leading them. So choose a call to action that once they click on it and arrive at your landing page or website or whatever, just wherever you're sending them, that once they get there, it makes sense. You're not saying, contact us, and then it just goes to a product page, for example. So, okay, and then if you would like, you can change what the link will be. So, for example, you can change what shows up here for people, and then you can add a description here, which only shows on certain placements. You won't see it directly as you type it in here. Okay, so that's the most important stuff for people who are, getting started with Facebook ads. Of course, there's other options like pixels and conversion tracking and all sorts of stuff that you can do. But when you're just getting started, this is a good place to start. Once you're happy with the way your ad looks on this right-hand side, make sure that there's no typos. Once you're happy with all of that, scroll down to the bottom and hit confirm. So that's how you create Facebook ads. Comment below if you have any issues with any of these steps. Happy to help. And make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for new videos on digital marketing. Thanks.